Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now apologies for the bags under my eyes. I was up all night playing that Diablo game. I'm still absolutely addicted to it. Can't get enough of it. Anyway, today I thought I'd line up two deep, dark, sludgy, doomy bands with a heavy, guttural, deathy vocal sounding heavy as hell, sounding dope as hell. I've lined us up two bands. They're nice long tracks, nearly 7 minutes a piece. The first band is out of the UK. They're a new band to the channel. They're called Karnayn. The track we're going to listen to is called Nihilism. They got some cool videos to go with it, so let's check it out. Get it nice and loud. Hear that bass in the mix, rolling away in the low end. The bass sounds amazing. Just deep and dirty and sludgy, this track, trudging along, rolling along slowly, nasty as hell. That bass sounds so great. Oh, it's nice to get a bit more atmospheric lead guitar over this section. There's something I was going to mention that would have been nice kind of before we get to this point, just to bring in something over the top of the sludge. Nice that they're bringing in extra guitar elements to this section as well. Deep and dirty, that's how you describe this music. Super sludgy, nasty as hell, grisly tone. The bass sounded so amazing in this mix. You could hear it the whole time. Had a great tone to it as well. Cut through the mix, cut through the guitars. Added just that low-end power that you want for this kind of music. Sick. Love the vocal as well. Gravelly, deep, gutturally, deathy. Just nasty as well. Went along with the whole tone of the music. Cool video to go with it as well. Now, the only thing I was going to mention, but they did do it later on in the track, is I think it would be nice if these guys added a little bit of higher pitched lead, atmospheric-y stuff, reverby guitar and stuff like that, like they did later on in the track. I think it would have been nice if they brought that in a bit sooner, just to add a bit more variation between the sections, because it was kind of slow, sludgy, trudgy section, and then another slow, sludgy, trudgy section after it, and it was kind of hard to distinguish between one section and the next in the kind of first half of the track. And I think if they were to build it up and bring in more elements of guitar, some higher pitched stuff, maybe some arpeggios, maybe some pinch harmonics or something like that, just to break out from that dirty sludge. But I think what these guys are trying to do as well, with that in mind, is just create a low-end, sludgy, rolling, trudgy sound that just kind of creates a more in the background, you know? It's that kind of... It's almost like soundscape music, you know? It's just like a dark, dirty, nasty sound to create that vibe within the music. It's not really about sections and, you know, technical parts and things like that. It's about the vibe and the trudge of it all. Sick. I thought they did a great job. They captured the sound perfectly. The bass is super nice. So yeah, sick job. Let's move it on to the next band that we're going to check out. These have got another long track for us, nearly 7 minutes. This is Ghostheart Nebula. The track is called Chrysalis. Again with someone's got a lyric video to it. Let's give it a spin. That's a massive guitar tone. It sounds really wide. Nice reverb on the drums. Yeah, this guy's got a big sound. Great washy cymbals, loads of reverb on the drum kit. Very cool. There you go. An amazing one. Superb. These guys captured the sound perfectly, had a great mix. Love the sound of the drums, tons of reverb on there to let the snare ring out, make the cymbal super washy, and create that high-end noise of just wash. Went great with the video with the waves and stuff as well. Yeah, amazing music. They had a great super wide guitar tone in this one. It just sounded wider than your average track to me. I don't quite know how they did that, because most mixers now pan them out totally to the left and right, but still somehow sounded wider than that. Totally spread across the music, the guitar tone did, but still left a space for the bass. You could always hear the bass in the mix doing its thing, and it was working differently to the guitar riffs as well to add some variation and break away out of the guitar riffs. Again, a great deep gravelly vocal, recorded well. You could hear all the nuance in his throat nicely. Sounded great, all mixed together very, very nicely. Bringing in those more atmospheric edges, some more post-metal and post-rocky elements even in there as well. Sounded great, had a great atmosphere to it. And I think those are all the boxes you need to tick nowadays for this kind of music. Pretty sure these guys are out of Italy. Yeah. And we've had a few bands now of this quality and doing this kind of post-metal, dark, doomy stuff very, very nicely. And I would say Italy has got a very good scene for this kind of stuff. And when the bands do seem to come through from Italy, they do seem to generally be these high quality post-metal-y bands. And as far as I'm concerned, post-metal is one of those genres where there is a perfection within the music. You can create a 7 to 9 minute track and get all the build-ups and crescendos in there, like this band did nicely as well. Get that atmosphere in there, amazing drumming, high-level musicianship all the way through, and you create, a masterpiece at the end of it. A bit like atmospheric black metal as well can do that very nicely. And it's just one of those kind of musics where you just couldn't improve on it in any way. It's an emotional journey of a track that takes you through a whole bunch of different feelings and everything else all the way through it. It's just amazing, high quality, amazing music. So hope you've enjoyed these bands today. Dark, deep, sludgy music, but instead of bringing in more of an atmospheric vocal, you bring in more of a deathy, guttural, gravelly vocal to just layer on even more sludge on top of the guitars and the bass, like they needed it. But it works out very, very nicely, and you just get an absolute low-end power sludge trudge from this kind of music. Sick. Hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. I'm going to take the weekend off. I'll be back for the Monday grind on Monday, so we'll see you then. But we've checked out some really cool bands this week, a whole bunch of different stuff, new metal and stuff yesterday, and that vid actually did very, very nicely. It's interesting to check in on new metal every so often, see what's going on in the genre. And I think the bands that I pulled out yesterday was some of the nicer ones where they had good energy and it was heavy stuff. It wasn't more the rappy kind of cheesy new metal. It was the heavy, chunky, groovy stuff. So I enjoyed it a lot. So we've had a bunch of cool bands this week. As I say, I'll be back on Monday now for the Monday grind, and we'll see you then. But if you want to get your band on next week, head over to the website. All the links are in the description. Other than that, hope you have a good weekend, guys, and we'll see you then. Bye.